This might be my last year on YouTube. 2022 was an incredible year for this channel. The experiences, the people, the videos I got to make, and financially, it was the biggest year of my life. But there's one big problem. When I started freelancing, filmmaking, my goal was to make $500 a day, which was my day rate, 40 weeks of the year. And that would leave me with 12 weeks off. $500 a day, 5 days a week for 40 weeks would leave me with $100,000. And coming from a church salary, that seemed like a lot of money, and more importantly, it was enough to sustain our lifestyle. And somehow, this is absolutely crazy to say still, I'm making way more than that 365 days a year now. Yet I'm only taking off maybe like 3-4 weeks a year. What about that 12 weeks? And in fact, the longer I do this and the more successful I get, the harder it is to take time off. The harder it is to say no to the money, and more importantly, the experiences, the videos that I could make. It's really hard to say no to those because I love my job, but I want to take time off from YouTube. In 2022, we started off with chill tutorials and gear reviews, but in March, things got really crazy with an epic trip to Norway with my brother, Joel, Tyler, and Danny G. We saw some epic views, froze our butts off, and of course, I lost or crashed my FPV drone. Which we missioned back. It was a heroic moment, one of the best memories of 2022. Then I got to meet Casey Neistat. Never thought that was gonna happen. Can I just say, what a great dude. Dreams became reality when I got to go to my first F1 race in Saudi Arabia. I met incredible people that I'll never forget, including Unolson, which was one of the OG channels that I started watching before I even had a channel of my own. Me and the boys went to Tofino and met up with the Alberta Cowboys. Just such great, such nice people and really talented. Did an impossible FPV shot with Christoph Benfi. Took Peter to his first F1 race with Red Bull. It's safe to say he was pretty clueless, but wow, has he come a long way. We started making our first feature film with Danny Gewirtz, and going on set and filming BTS was just a dream. Went to Finland with the family, took some time off, and got to dive bomb some waterfalls in Norway with an FPV drone, something that I've just been waiting to happen. Monza with Peter. It's safe to say Peter was just a little bit of a fan by this point. I love his progression in F1, and we finished the year off with some crazy trips. Iceland, the trip of the year by far. There's no words to describe how incredible that trip was. It was just so nice to be out there with my best friend, banger hunting, trying to get the best shots. The waterfalls, the sunsets, the northern lights, and the FPV. That was FPV goals, just everything that I've always wanted. From the beginning, when I started FPV, these are the kinds of things I wanted to capture. And how could we not go to the last race of the year, Abu Dhabi Formula One? Just such a fun time. So after all that, you might be asking, why? After all, Mr. Beast works 24/7. He freaking lives at his office. Why do I need time off? Do I want to just slack off and do nothing? No. I want to spend time with my family. I want to focus on physical and mental health. And most importantly, I want to learn. Family time. I get a lot of family time and I love hanging out with my wife and kids. But I want to make more of those like really core memories. I want to experience things, travel with them, and just focus on them without having all of these other distractions. And the kids are so young, they're only gonna be home for such a short amount of time. I don't wanna miss it trying to just build my career. Health-wise, I find the older I get, the harder it is to just take care of myself. There's just so many stresses and so much stuff to do all the time, work and errands and all of that stuff. It's so easy to just skip a workout or to just eat chocolate because it's delicious. I wanna make this a bigger priority. Because what difference does it make if you have millions in the bank, but you're not healthy? And then I want to keep learning. And you might be thinking like, don't you know enough to keep the channel going? Or aren't you good enough that you can keep making videos? And I think that's exactly the problem. Good enough. Good enough eventually fades, and I never want to stop learning. I always want to keep innovating myself. I want to learn new things that interest me. I want to try things and experience things that I haven't done before. And that makes me better at making videos and doing this channel, and hopefully just a better human overall. When you're too busy just trying to keep up, there's no time to learn and innovate and figure out what are the next steps. So after this year, I'm gonna take some time off. How much time? I honestly don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be a few months, 6 months, a year, peace out, retirement. I have no idea right now. And this is a hard thing to say because I really enjoy doing what I do. But it's also not the most important thing in my life. Looks like we've got a leak. Also, I totally forgot this sign was on the entire holiday. Hopefully it inspired somebody. We also forgot to turn on the heat, so when I came in here, it's pretty cold. I don't know. Should we do some sort of like revamping of the office a little bit? I feel like Peter's relic maybe needs to go. I don't know. Something new. Honestly, I'm also kind of just tired of the whole hustle culture and productivity until you're just like a machine. So much of the things in life that I really want to do are just the exact opposite of like productivity and the things that people think we should do. Like all I want to do right now is just go snowboard down a mountain. That's the most enticing thing right now. And funny enough, those not productive things bring the most fun and enjoyment and excitement and inspiration and just life lessons out of anything that I do in life. And then there's the weird pressures of social media and having to post videos and keeping this machine going. And I've been trying to break that, but honestly, it feels like it just gets worse and worse as there's more success. It just feels like you have to make those videos. You would be an idiot not to make those videos. You'd be an idiot not to take that opportunity or that experience or that money. And just gets harder and harder. And now with the algorithm being a little bit more harsh, I would say, people are posting less and that's putting more pressure on each video, which all just leads to not what I started this thing as. Like when I started this channel, I just posted whatever video I thought would be helpful to people, interesting for people, and I didn't really think too much about it. I just wanted to stay consistent and make videos. But now there's like all of this stuff that I'm thinking about, and it's not as fun and enjoyable and carefree as it once was. And maybe that's just how things go. But I don't want that feeling of I have to make a video, I have to do this thing, because that's the exact reason I started this channel. I wanted creative freedom and freedom to make the videos that I wanted to make. And I think the biggest tragedy would be to burn out doing something I love Filmmaking has definitely become one of the biggest passions in my life, and I want to keep doing it to the fullest. So that means we have to really enjoy this year. We have some really fun plans. More Travel Feels series coming up. We're gonna bring back the Being series, which I'm really excited about. It's been way too long, freaking pandemic. And hopefully produce some more feature films or TV series. We're gonna see what's gonna happen. But overall, I hope my videos can inspire you and bring light into your life, even if it's just a smile for a couple minutes, and that in some weird way, my videos could make the world a better place, even though that sounds really cliche, but that would be the best outcome for 2023. It's gonna be a good year. 2023, I'm excited. I hope it's not the last year of me doing YouTube, but it might be. We'll see. All right, let's enjoy. Bye.